And it says we're live. Hey everyone, look who's back.
Hello.
You missed all of my flop sweat as I tried to do live streams, holiday live streams, completely on my own.
Oh, darn.
I'm Tom.
I'm Galen.
That's Galen, and we are here on Christmas Eve itself. And while the lab has released virtually innumerable fragrances associated with the current holiday season, we only have a little bit of time today because it's a half day for us work-wise. And it's also kind of too late for us to sell anything that would get to you in time for tomorrow. So I thought it would be best if we just did a little bitty live stream covering something very new and very exciting that hasn't really gotten any coverage elsewhere
What is
thus
it?
far. Before I tell you, I want
Oh.
to say hello to the one person who has joined us live. The first person always has a special place in my heart because it's as if they have just been dropped into our living room right here with us. Others will follow. Many others are looking from the future, wishing we would just get with the program. But for now, it's just us and one person, and that is always special to me. Merry Christmas. Um,
Yeah.
You're like, who are you? I honestly,
Hello?
at this point in the year and at this point in the day and in the week and all of it, I couldn't even begin to tell you. I'm beginning to feel a little festive. But that is not a euphemism for drunk. So what you see is truly just what you get. So we're going to be sniffing the 3 new perfumes, two, from the Junji Ito collection, officially licensed collaboration. Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, Junji Ito collection, Match Made in Hell, welcome, welcome. A nice, dark holiday live sniff. Are you down? Part of why I chose this is because we've been trying to get these. We launched our official Junji Ito collection over a year ago with the Tomie fragrance, which has just been a marvelous thing to give the people. And it's taken us quite a while to get the next wave of Junji Ito collaboration scents launched, but we did get them just at the very last minute, very tail end of 2025. We did get them, and we have 3 brand new ones, and that is just like a nice, tidy, reasonable amount of perfume to sniff on Christmas Eve. It's not too late for you to run.
Okay.
Galen out. So, anyone who has already smelled or purchased or sampled the Tomie fragrance might remember that we have just this one so far. Tomie, the legendary demon succubus. Is it ever really explained what she is? Unpleasant entity whose innocent facade conceals a terrifying surprise for those who kind of like, she's kind of an object of obsession. It's complicated. I'm not here to educate you on all of it, but I will say that that fragrance is kind of an interesting, lovely, feminine, floral, with kind of deep, dark recesses sort of fragrance. It is sort of light and airy, but also of the abyss. And so we, one of the 3 scents that we have released now is a companion scent for that fragrance called Tomie's Laughter, which is a deeper dive into the dark, feminine, eternal mysteries that send us laughing all the way to the abyss. So we have that one. We also have the Soichi, different story, different character. Soichi makes strange little voodoo dolls and puts curses on people and is generally unpleasant, especially because he has a really unsettling grin and just looks unwholesome, strange supernatural entity. It's funny, this is kind of like interesting counterpart to Tomie character-wise, where it's like the innocent schoolboy thing. And then there's been numerous stories and so forth about Soichi. It's not just the one-off. And then we also have a scent called Fashion Model, which is, again, features a character called Fuchi, who has been in more than one of Junji Ito's stories. And Fuchi is a
Fashion model?
She's a fashion model. She's a supermodel. The story is called Fashion Model, one of them. And she, it's like a guy sees a lady in the magazines that he becomes obsessed with because it's like every time he sees a picture of her, she looks worse and worse. And the glimpses he gets of her start to really upset him. And then I guess he becomes obsessed with the idea. I did read this. It's been a while, and it's also kind of it's like those surreal stories where everyone's motivations, like in Lovecraft, are just all over the place. So it's hard for me to recall the specific timeline of events. But he does actually like pursue a chance to meet Fuchi in person to see if she really is this monster. And of course, you know, spoiler alert, gets completely munched by her. And it's just a really fascinating character because she's the epitome of glamour and in the magazines, but like with the right person looking at her, all they see is this terrifyingly ugly figure. So those are the 3 new scents that we have to smell. We're in the process of getting more of them approved to be released hopefully in the coming year. Wouldn't that be a thing to not have to wait quite so long this time before we got more of the Junji Ito scents? So thank you, Galen, for weathering my spiel. It looks like you may have gone somewhere else momentarily, but you're welcome to come back now. At the sound of my snap, you will return and you will smell fragrances with us. Yes. I mean, a little 5-minute introduction is not going to kill anyone. Let me, with great burlesque prowess, remove my woolly
5 minutes.
witch glove, and it'll take me another 5 minutes to get that glove off. So we're going to go through these in the order that they are listed on the site. And we covered the Tomie scent in the past. So on this channel, scroll back a ways and you will find us younger, fresher, more hopeful, smelling that fragrance. We won't cover her today. So the very first one, it's like we're doing these in reverse order of how I just kind of skated through them. But the very first one, alphabetically, is Fashion Model. So one of the cool things I like about this is that the character's monstrous appearance, like looking at this, just like forehead, eyes, crazy nose, crazy lips, jaw, the whole thing. And from what I have gathered from deep dives online, this character is kind of a monstrous exaggeration of like American Western style supermodels and beauty standards as seen through the eyes of a Japanese person. So, you know, tall, bony, like long limbed, blonde, exaggerated everything. And it just kind of gets exploded into like a monster of Western beauty standards. Amazing. So, one of the panels in the manga is this lipstick, full page lipstick ad featuring our Lady Fuchi. And so the fragrance Fashion Model, it says, bringing you the colors of spring. Tawny golden musk. I'm going to move the computer here so I don't have to read it through side eye. Tawny golden musk and cherry blossom lipstick smeared over blood slicked fangs. It's like 5 or 6 specific scent note references. So have you smelled this before? You smelled it. Did you try it on? No. Got a little Penn and Teller thing going on.
I haven't tried any of them on, actually.
Well,
just Tomie, which is one of my favorites, like in general.
It is. Well, would you like to
that a lot lately.
Smell this in the bottle and tell me what you think?
Okay.
I already know what I think.
Well, I would say that it smells lipsticky in the bottle. And like a cherry blossom.
For those who are new around here, in the past couple of years, our perfumer has perfected her own special like waxy lipstick base accord, which we've made great judicious use of in various fragrances such as black lipstick, currently available. Just it's great to just have lipstick makeup as a scent note, right?
Indeed.
So it is definitely right here in the bottle, getting some of that. We don't do a lot of cherry blossom scents. They come around in Lupercalia sometimes with the Shungas.
Maybe a few in the GC.
Our Erica Clash collaboration fragrance had a cherry blossom note. And that was also a blood one too, so there's some fun overlap. I'm getting a kind of a clovey blood smell.
Sorry, I heard a weird noise and I was going to pause you, but then whatever the noise was, it stopped, and anyway, yes,
You're
there is
spiraling. How appropriate.
there is a bit of a clovey tinge. I feel like I'm going crazy. Okay, I swear I heard it again, and I was
No.
like,
No.
is there a bug on
Maybe
me?
it was the thud of this dog hair landing on your shirt. So will you say a sentence, please?
I thought I did.
Fragrance related?
I do smell the clove. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It has, and I don't know what it is, but like, our tongue wall fragrance from Dr. Caligari has a sort of a...
know what. I'm sorry. I know what the sound is now. It's because you hit an ornament behind you. And there's like a bell in it.
I'm in front of the tree. Okay.
And I was like, so it's just like this weird little like kind of ambient noise in my ear. Okay, no.
Your Honor, if I am to weather accusations
nuts.
of stalling through this, are you going to be okay?
I'm fine.
Do I
Now
need
that I
to-
know
okay.
now that I know what's going on.
So before I was interrupted by a Christmas spirit, I was saying that the tongue wall fragrance for Dr. Caligari, which is similarly has a salivary note included in the description, as this says blood slicked fangs, I do get a kind of a sense of that like wet biological kind of smell. I don't know how to say it. It's not sebaceous, which is a note that Beth loves to throw into some of her more outrageously gross fragrances. But there is a kind of, and it's probably something to do with a musk also, which is stated here. There's something about this that does smell like a mouth beyond just the lipstick note, which is fascinating. However, and as off-putting as that may sound, I would say, just in the bottle, extremely glamorous fragrance. She's a lot of woman. She's a whole lot of woman. Like, there's something about it that it's got some like light feminine floral energy, and then a very, very deep, like feral pit of the stomach kind of ooginess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that is, but I know what you mean.
The musks kind of run in a darker direction than you might expect with some of these other scent notes, which is kind of, I guess, the wonderful paradox at the heart of Fuchi, which is that, glamorous supermodel who could dismember you with her face alone. And this wears really interestingly, because on the skin fresh, I kind of get that, like, the cherry blossom and lipstick notes braided together in a kind of a... like, that's the dominant vibe, right? I know from wearing this before that as I was wearing it, it just kind of got clovier. Is that the noise?
No, it's like that weird wet note.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does make me feel really uneasy. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, like the lipstick and the cherry blossom. Something is making me feel very tense.
So for me, what that brings up is like horror movies set in the fashion world.
Oh,
like,
yeah, there's that blood.
Eyes of Laura Mars, or what is like a giallo setting where it's like photographers and fashion shoots and models keep turning up dead kind of thing. Like an unsettling backstage, because the makeup gives it that backstage at a photo shoot kind of smell.
Yeah.
And you've got the glamour, but you've also got the blood, and there's a kind of a wonderful glamorous, gritty 70s fashion model vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Like powerfully creepy.
Yeah, but also kind of like high fashion, high femme.
Mm-hmm. Classy.
She's
classy.
Classy. Gritty, classy.
Creepy.
Creepy. Bougie. Ratchet. Yeah. I think this is great.
Yeah, it does give me that weird. There is a very similar feeling that the tongue wall scent gives me.
Yes.
That just a kind of weird body
horror
feeling.
That one's a fruitier fragrance overall, and it's funny too because our black lipstick fragrance for Halloween, which is still this year's version of it is still available, is it's funny because that's dark and smoky and stuff, but not creepy scary. It's more just like it's got the clove cigarette and it's moody, but it doesn't verge as much into like a horror scent. So this is really exciting to me. I the clove and cherry blossom is just kind of flirty. It reminds me it's like the Go-Go character in Kill Bill, right?
Sure, yeah.
That's what I'm getting from this, where it's just like
Playful but deadly.
it's yeah, exactly. The disembowelment is imminent.
Ew.
So I'll leave that to sit for a minute, and then we will now let's go to a different place. I know this will be more of a happy place for you because the Soichi fragrance says a schoolboy's sickly grin, molded from warm beeswax, lips clamped around several rusty nails. That's how Soichi is often depicted in the manga, is like holding on to the nails for the voodoo dolls, right? So sounds relatively simple. He's a simple boy with simple needs. Why don't you you say you smelled it, but you haven't tried it on.
I don't think so.
We're deep in the Christmas creeps today. This smells so unsettling to me.
Yeah, it does.
Because it could be like a church, like a lot of the beeswax scents I've been smelling this time of year are like church candles and so forth.
Rusty metal is not
It's like
comforting.
Because of the kind of like the rusty metal notes and the beeswax notes, it's giving like you take shelter in somebody's like shed in a rainstorm and discover that arcane rituals are being performed there, kind of thing. Or in the movie the horrifically offensive Alicia Silverstone movie The Crush, where he discovers that she's got like a crawl space under his apartment with lit candles and like a horrible shrine.
Yeah. Might smell like that. I thought you were gonna say it would smell like the attic.
The carousel
and I was like,
in the attic.
I'm like, I'm not really getting that, but I guess that's an interesting
Dip my
thing.
dipstick in here. Yeah, it's giving kind of like there's like a neglected space or industrial space or desolate area that the metallic part of it kind of gives. Which is fitting because I think elements of the story take place in weird out of the way spots. That beeswax, if it was not polluted with the nails, would maybe be kind of cheerful and sunshiny and natural, and instead it has a deep unnatural quality.
Yeah.
But it is sweet in the way that, again, like Soichi always has that uncomfortable smile. And so there's this kind of like radiant, kind of warm mellowness that is a big part of the scent, but then is obviously covering up something unsettling. I love knowing that scents like this will find their people, because I know there are a lot of beeswax chasers, and then the metallic people are not afraid of anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is going to find a really nice place with not just people who like Soichi and Junji Ito, but folks who are pursuing particularly specific, just like unsettling scent combinations.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't smell bad at all.
No.
But if I was in an elevator and I happened to be able to smell this on someone's neck, I would think, wow, this person is like a Cenobite.
It's similar to fashion model in that there is something that is very alluring in it.
Yeah.
As you're smelling it, you're going...
It smells like a trap.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Like, it's like you're smelling it and realizing, oh, I've actually just been fooled.
Right.
Like the beeswax is like deceptively innocent. And you're like, oh, that's nice. It's really pleasant. But something is hurting me.
A miss. Yeah, it's almost passing for like a carefree, pleasant experience.
Like there's sort of a like the rusty metal almost has like a kind of dirty, like that kind of what is it like? Would be like tannic almost, like metallic-y tang.
Yeah, it's kind of like how with like the tea light experience, you burn it down and you're left with just like the shell.
Yeah.
And that how some wicks also, just like the way they burn, they have a bit of that like metallic quality as they get to the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it's just like heating up the container. In that way, especially, it's a very true to life candle scent. Like if I didn't know that this was associated with horror stories, I would maybe just be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Yeah,
like,
like maybe it would have that kind of
yeah,
after
candle
note.
burning in in a stuffy space kind of smell.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say too, beeswax is one of those scent notes that has a really interesting quality where it kind of just like opens up, just like a candle when you burn it, like it warms and like different parts of the scent are released, and that happens with any perfume oil on the skin also. But the beeswax just has, as a substance in general, has, I think, like just different dimensions because candles have several kind of stages of burning where like different at different temperatures and there's like levels of intensity that open up. So even in the few minutes since I've put this on, I've just felt this kind of a like blooming in the wax note, which is really cool. I don't know how she does it. So while I let that sit for a minute, we've got finally the Tomie's Laughter scent. So whereas the first one was a more of a kind of an interesting flirty floral with subterranean aspects, this one, it says, a facade of innocence shattered by a demonic chortle of black honey bubbling up from an abyss of burgundy pitch. Okay, so pitch in this instance is like a, we're talking, I don't know, it's like a pine pitch or like a tree resin kind of thing. So let's just get in there. This one scares me. Ah, deep in the bottle. Deep, dark, foresty scent, lost in
Mm-hmm.
the woods. It's
Mm-hmm.
that Junji Ito, like in a panel that's set in the woods where most of it's black and the trees are just represented by like scratches and slashes.
Yeah. Very
Really,
dark.
yeah, not piney in like the way of like a cleanser, but like just like thick and dark. Like remember in the Only Lovers Left Alive, this is our
Yeah.
wilderness. This is your wilderness.
This is your wilderness, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's similar to that, just that kind of like vast pine abyss,
yeah,
pine
yeah.
pitch abyss.
And then underneath, I can get a little of the sweetness of the honey. And I don't know what black honey is exactly from a perfume formulation sense, but it has come up in Beepal Sense of Your. So I'm very excited to revisit it in this collection. That's there for you. This scent, I will say, having tried this on, because how could I not? We've had it here at the house for a few weeks. We had it actually at the last two lunacies here in the Twin Cities, one in November just for people to test, and then actually for sale once the scent was approved for sale in December. This goes on a wild transformational journey on me because early on, I just get like the darkness, and on the skin that I really get the sense of the burgundy pitch, and I don't know if it's burgundy in the sense of wine or if it's just a color note, but it definitely takes on a color tone. Something opens up that makes it like a dark red. Is it bloody? I've been fascinated by burgundy pitch notes in the lab's catalog. I've never really understood it because I don't know how much of it is Beth's just sort of like synesthesiac creative impression. But this is like becomes like a gorgeous, lustrous, like more feminine scent just from that.
Mine's still kind of in the like scratchy pine pitch.
Can I smell it on your skin?
Yeah,
Where
it's
it's
just
that, oh, it's that shiny spot on your arm. Oh yeah.
it's just really
Okay, so smell mine.
scratchy. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a creepy sweetness.
It's like not being alone in the woods. It's those same woods and you're not alone. And then I will just tell you, save time, that fast forward 45 minutes from now, this is going to be like very honey forward on my skin.
I can already smell it changing.
Yeah. There's like something about this too that I think is so fitting because to the artwork and to the character, because for this artwork, it's like the transformation of her face splitting and her whole evil Tomie side revealing itself. So I was when we were looking at like designing these scents, and I was looking through the anime series to see if there were instances of her laughing, and there were, and it was really funny because I was like, well, yes, that it's canon that she laughs, and also it's disturbing as hell. So what I think is interesting about this as a layering possibility with the other scent, the Tomie standalone fragrance, is this is darker and stickier. And so it will take the whatever is already dark about the existing scent and braid together with that. And then the honey aspect of it, I think, also will contribute to the sweetness of those florals in a way that makes it even more like a strange carnivorous plant kind of thing. Yeah, like over time, this really goes into a perfumier place with me because of like the honey.
Yeah, it already changed a lot.
Yes, it did. Oh my gosh.
It's really strange.
Yeah. This is like more mask off Tomie as opposed to the mask on version of the regular scent that like I think has a little more of that facade, and this
She's
one
like,
it's just like yes, that, very that.
Hi.
So now after we've had a few minutes since we've checked out my fashion model, I'm gonna go back up here.
Oh, really nice. Kind of almost like fizzy with the lipstick note, like just like light,
Yeah.
and fizzy.
I think
waxy.
that's the musks, because the
Oh,
musks
maybe,
go like
okay.
kind of like that crumbly, powdery. I think the musks combine with the
Okay.
lipstick to give like almost full face makeup
Yeah,
smell.
it really has like a nice old like makeup table
Yes,
smell.
it
Yeah,
like
vanity
that
smell.
backstage thing. Also,
Yeah,
it's whatever was making it so creepy at the beginning has
has
calmed.
really calmed. Has really just kind of like, you know what? Let's have fun. This is fragrance.
Yeah,
We're here to have fun. I'm sorry, I was kind of creepy. Um,
it's actually quite
actually
beautiful.
very fun,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got, and it's funny too because it still has that showbiz thing. Like we've smelled Hollywood Babylon recently, and then been playing with these kind of like
yeah.
old school Hollywood scents, and there's something about that here too. Just like, and I can still get that clove though a little underneath.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
You know?
definitely that clove zing.
It's really fascinating. I love a morphing scent because there's some of those where you just want to go on the whole ride, and then there's others where you're just kind of chasing one stage in it that you just enjoy immensely. Oh yeah. Okay, here's my Soichi. Oh, I found it. Oh wow. It's like it truly is like a Halloween smell because it's like the candle is inside of like some kind of like pumpkin decoration kind of thing.
Sure, a cauldron.
Yeah, it really has a weird smell of like a candle burning in a neighbor's house kind of thing.
It smells kind of ancient.
Yes.
Like there's I don't even know how it sounds weird. It's weird to say that something smells ancient. It just smells like it has always been here.
The
It has
rust,
seen it all.
the rust note is actually, I think I have an explanation, is for some reason now it's giving me like more almost like of a stone.
Okay.
Or I would even say maybe like a chalk smell.
Yeah.
Stony, like, and actually the candle wax, when it was really strong, any really strong scent can tip unsettling pretty easily because of the intensity of it. However, now the candle wax about this is like riding really easily, and it's kind of mellow, and it's the thing that I love about it.
Yeah, it joined fashion model and being like, let's like not alienate. This is meant to be enjoyed.
What is interesting about
we're not creepy
monster stories is they usually have to have a way to draw you close. If a monster is sufficiently terrifying, then no one would ever go near it, unless it would have to like fully ambush.
Right, we ignore that.
yeah, we just like draw a big circle around it and stay over here. I like these scents like have a dimension of luring, and or slowly infiltrating your senses. Yeah, like the metal, like rusty metal part of it now. It reminds me of some of our kind of Stone Age themed fragrances that just have a kind of like a deep, like dark, flinty, earthy kind of aspect to it. Not so much that bright, like tang of like really like raw rusty metal, which we have done in some of them where it's just like wildly metallic. It's which I guess is like makes it really significant that these are we just sent the email out to everyone and I wrote a thing in there about how they're like wearable works of art that are meant to add dimension to the story. And part of that I think means being able to wear these out in the world and make something that's actually enjoyable. And this is the one, the Soichi was the one I was most skeptical about because I'm not a beeswax bitch and the metallics are frightening to me. But I have no problem smelling like this. So, and then fashion
Great.
model is just the way I want to smell. And if I was better at wearing honey, I'd probably be really excited to do the Tomie's laughter more often.
I would
Although,
say that Tomie's laughter is the one that stays creepy. Or
hmm,
if not gets creepier, but like again in a beautiful, seductive, perfumey kind of way, but it's creepy. I
it
find
is,
it
and honey has a way of like, it has that kind of like faintly cloying
well,
aspect.
it's like the and yeah, like the dark the black honey, it's like heavy and just kind of like heavy and moody and
And too sweet,
languid,
but
and then
like
you
on purpose.
yeah, and then the pine pitch is just so dark and like scratchy, and so there's this kind of weird blend of like heavy, sticky,
It smells very
dry, scratchy.
old world also because like this scent would not be out of place in like the RPG series
I think.
almost.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be
There's
great.
something
It
like
smells
very
material,
yeah.
and yeah,
There's like a dark fairy tale creature aspect to this.
interesting.
Yeah, what a great set of things. People have been asking a lot about the Junji Ito collection because everyone's got their favorite stuff that they would love to have sense of, and I will repeat here that one of the challenges is that the license for this covers a range of properties and a range of artworks. So we're just kind of pulling through what has been approved to work with. So if we don't end up doing your favorite Junji Ito character or story, it may actually be there are two reasons. A, it is not included in our licensing deal, or B, it's just been deemed too gross to work with, or we actually just don't know how to make a scent out of it. Because there are a few of these when we were reviewing the stuff where I was looking at the story and I'm like, ooh, this is creepy. This would be fun. And then you flip a few more pages and it's just like, I don't know, scent wise, if we can go there. Maybe just for fun, even if people are terrified of actually smelling like it. So, but yeah, we are hoping to get another maybe set of 3 of these released in the coming months. So at this point, we just released these online a few days ago, last week, late last week. And then we had them for sale at the last Lunacy event, but I don't actually remember if anyone bought them because we had Yules and stuff, and I think people were more focused on
Someone
that.
bought one of them.
The fashion model?
I think it was fashion model.
Yeah, so there are probably not a lot of reviews out there at the moment, and I'm hoping that will change as people get these in the mail and are adventurous enough to buy them. So please let other people know. I just don't want our impressions to be the last word on these, especially impressions gathered at the end of our workday halfway through Christmas Eve, because I mean, and you just got back from traveling, and I'm a little fried. So, you know, we're here. We did what we could. And
Yeah.
yeah, so we have some lives to do. We will be covering the Yule stuff. We've got lots of sniffing left to do. We've got a 100-acre wood sniff planned for soon. So we won't let you down. And we hope, let's see, oh, isn't it Christmas tomorrow? And so some
Yeah.
people do something with that and other people do not. And that's fine. So just no pressure. I just hope that you can roll with the punches this week. And we'll have some pleasant hangouts on the other side of all that. How's that sound? Let the record show that Galen. Oh, there's the second one. That's how you know it's real. And then the smile. Oh my gosh. Punch his own face. All right, well, that's it from us for today, everyone. And lovely 35 and change minute live stream. So that won't happen again. Take it easy out there.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.